Hi there, welcome to part one of the demonstration as to how you can leverage the DocuSign CLM Plus platform to enable digitization of ISDA documentation. And for this first part of this demonstration, we focus primarily on stage three here, the AI models. And in part two, we'll look to the CLM workflow, which will allow you to then take the output from the AI models and report at either a entity or fund level. Before we get into the demonstration, just want to give a sense as to how this workflow would potentially work as a BAU process. So starting at the top of this slide, we have our existing contract repository source system where is the documentation lives. Those documents can then be ingested to the CLM platform. This could also include third-party negotiations for net new documentation. Those documents, after being ingested to the CLM platform, are then passed to the Insight platform where the AI models live and extract terms from those documents based on our understanding of typical ISDA and CSA related clauses. We have ISDA related AI models already pre-packaged and ready for use. That data is then passed from the Insight platform back to the CLM tool via an XML, which will then allow for the auto population of attributes in the CLM tool, which in turn then allows for the roll-up and reporting of the relevant ISDA related data, whether that's at a fund level or an entity level, so that you can then make business decisions off the back of that information. So with that said, let's jump into the Insight view and take a look at how these documents look. So here we're in the DocuSign Insight tool, which is where the AI is housed and where those extractions will run once the documents have been passed from the CLM platform to this Insight platform. You'll see we've got a mix of here of is the master agreements and some VM CSAs across various timelines, meaning we can accurately identify not only the type of agreement, but also the year in which it was being leveraged. So from 1992s to 2002s, including 2016 VM CSAs. So starting with the master agreements, let's have a look then at the extractions that are available to us. And here's just a flavor, a taste of some of them. So we have here a publicly sourced ISDA master agreement from 1992. Down the left-hand side of the screen here, you'll see some of the AI extractions that are ready to go. So we can firstly start by identifying what the agreement type is. Then we have some of the typical extractions related to that is the schedule itself, which obviously is further down here. So for example, with specified entity, we can both extract that language, but you'll also see we can then do some parsing to make it more readily digestible. So breaking out where both sentences mention party A and party B not having a specified entity, we can apply some normalization logic to say individually for party A there was no specified entity, and individually for party B the same. And this type of logic expands across multiple clauses, so including specified transactions, cross defaults, indebtedness, thresholds, credit downgrades, just as a taste of some of the extractions that will come as part of implementing this solution. So with that said, let's have a look now at the CSAs, which is obviously where we would have our fund level information contained. So if we open one of our VM CSAs, and we just switch to look at our CSA related models, what we'll see here is, again, similar to the ISDA models, we have out of the box, ready to go models related to all information contained within either paragraph 11 or 13 of the CSA related to those key clauses. You'll see the AI is then able to identify and extract those languages, and we have configured it to make sure that in both the ISDA and the CSA, we're not pulling out the definitions, but only the language within either the schedule or paragraph 11 and 13 accordingly. And then what's worth also noting is that we do have ready to go the ability to contend with fund level metadata, meaning if we take a look at this document, jump to the bottom here, we can see that there's a reference to 2 different funds in this document, each containing their own base currency, eligible currency, and minimum transfer amount. So at this stage, AI will be able to contend with those types of tabular extractions to basically pull information at a fund level. I'll show you the other CSA because it kind of gives a little bit more to that scenario. So if we have a look at this one, again, slightly different table, but we can configure the AI to basically contend with different tables that represent sub-funds and extract the information as it applies to each data point, meaning minimum transfer amount, rounding, and currencies in this case. What will then occur after this stage is this metadata, as I said, will be passed over to the CLM platform as an XML with this information laid out at the fund level. And then within CLM workflow, we're then able to break out these individual fund level data points and then represent them as individual funds underneath the umbrella terms.